well, do we ever have a video today? Now, I am not getting sick of talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows or making fun of people who back the game online. I've trolled innumerable amounts of people, and it's crazy the level of passion people have at defending this game. And on the reverse side, like me, people who love to just rip it apart because it's the late stage woke mind virus that we all know is happening. And it just so happens it took the game that could have been relatively awesome and just butchered it because of the forced DEI messaging, the half-assed attempt at the story and writing, the complete lack of understanding of what people want in a story and environment. And while yes, the technology probably is quite impressive, gaming technology has never been better than it is today in today's world. So, I mean, you don't get a participation award in video games when we have a plethora of incredible titles. Now let's start at Ubisoft itself. Now this is a video they put out 4 days ago on the official 380 or 3.89 million subscriber channel that only garnered 16,000 views. Well, wow, I've had videos that get more views than that. Isn't that insane how that fucking works? And look at the ratio. Is that not a sad fucking ratio there? So, I mean, you get the sense that people are starting to give up on just defending this game. They're just like, they're moving on to the next thing. Next one's gonna be Cell to Midnight, which I will get into. Don't you people worry. But it's just fucking stupid, and it's kind of funny to see now because now it's like Snow White. It's become worse failure than we even thought possible. So let's look at this. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I thought the stocks were gonna go up on this puppy. I thought it was just gonna keep fucking going up and keep going up, and you would have this kind of, rebound. Tencent has saved Ubisoft, stocks go up. But I mean, look at that. It's just pathetic. So it was in the plus for a bit, but just very by a bit. And now it's just cratered. So I mean, it's really not looking good for Ubisoft. Look at this over the last 6 months and over the year to date. And that's terrible. Now there's another stock that's more regularly traded for Ubisoft, and it doesn't swing so wildly. But I mean, this is the big dog here, Ubisoft. So I mean, you got things like this 85% stock increase. Now in any sane world of business, there would be the fucking shareholders would be coming down on these people's asses who made this game like a fucking like a ton of bricks, because that is abysmal. Clearly, Valhalla, I love Odyssey with all my heart. It's one of the greatest open world ancient Greece games that ever exists. It's on the market right now. There's no better game that you can explore Mother Greece there. So and Valhalla, to me looked fine enough, So I mean, they've clearly fucking shit the bed, and their final big dog here, Assassin's Creed Shadows, with the extraordinarily controversial addition of Yasuke, it's just gone terribly. Now, the stock price is, whatever. It's horrible. The game would have shot up if the game's successful. So don't listen to any of that bullshit they have with the fucking players. Don't listen to any of the garbage that fucking idiots spew online, because they're just defending it because of Yasuke. Gotta rush in, gotta save the social justice. Gotta save them. So it's clear what these people is, and you get these gamers sometimes who come in who are not even. They're not even real gamers, and they're just defending it because of Yasuke, because they feel like, they're saving someone. That moron cowboy, who's this idiot? What was his name? Raging Cowboy? Fighting Cowboy. Fighting Cowboy. Yeah, here, let's go. Fighting Cowboy. Yeah, I mean, this guy is just an absolute loon. Yeah, this fucking guy. Look at this guy. He's got 1 million subs. And his videos just have pathetic fucking views. Look at that. You know, so I mean, he's spewing fucking garbage like, leave fucking Assassin's Creed Shadows alone. He's fighting Cowboy, the dumbest fucker on the internet for defending Shadows like this. He doesn't even play it anymore. Look at all this member shit. You know, you got a guy who's got millions of subs, who's just an absolute dumb shit. This guy, and you know what I mean. Look at this fucking guy. Look at him. He looks like the biggest fucking idiot I've ever seen, man. It's hilarious. So I mean, yeah. This guy is just an absolute loon. We're gonna troll this motherfucker. So yeah, Fighting Cowboy is a complete dumbass. And these are the types of people, look, why would you... He's defending Yasuke, yeah, you know, and then you, like, what does he think? He's gonna get some fucking goddamn gold medal here for defending, you know, this. You know, what a goof. So this Fighting Cowboy guy went viral because he was literally like going like, leave last Yasuke alone, leave Ubisoft alone, I'm Fighting Cowboy, you fucking made this. He's so funny, man. So I've been joking around with this dumb shit ever. Look at the Osmongold video making fun of him, you know. And these are the types of people who are so deranged with the woke mind virus that they somehow think they're gonna save society by, you know, doing it. So you have dumbasses like him, and then you have people on Reddit. Now the biggest news in the world was that there was this. Let's read this. Now Paul Tassi, in my opinion, kind of looks like he's starting to lean right a bit. I don't know. It's Paul Tassi. I find he's such a fascinating character because he appears like he's on the left, but he's like, you know, Paul Tassi, he's got a family, he's well off, you know, he doesn't really have many, he writes for Forbes in his nice little bedroom, in his nice little house, in his nice little family, and that's who Paul Tassi is. And it's like, listen to the way he phrased this. He said in his article, it's like an exhausted Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, it's fucking exhausted, alright. Look at the fucking goddamn stop. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, but I love Paul Tassi. I just love him as he seems like a really cool dude. So no matter which way he leans, whether he's on the right side or the left side, you know, he's just a dude. But this was the biggest news ever because, oh my god, like, you know, Elon Musk, look at Elon Musk is such a, you know, got trolled by the Assassin's Creed official things. Didn't save your game, did it? Didn't fucking save your game. And you know what? Like, Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He owns some of the biggest companies on Earth. He's sending people to Mars and space and shit. You know, are you really gonna fault the guy for having an army of people playing his characters so that he can just not have to play video games 24/7? I mean, I would rather be Elon Musk than be a bunch of fucking loser Path of Exile 2 players who are like grinding 24/7 in their fucking underpants. You know, I don't know about you, but I'd say Elon Musk has achieved a lot in his life, and Path of Exile player being the best player is so far on the fucking list of things that you want to aspire to compared to SpaceX, Tesla, you know, rebuilding the United States democratic system, you know, helping Trump save the world, you know, fucking being a hilarious meme lord, owning Twitter, allowing free speech, all these achievements that Musk did. And these people are gonna do. And this is the type of things. So obviously, I hate Hassan. I think he's a dumbass, and like, it's like, oh man, it's funny. So I mean, anyways, you got a lot of this, and you got a lot of it on Reddit too. Because if we look at the past week of Reddit, I've been banned from Reddit for a long time, by the way. So I mean, there's no getting on Reddit for me. Um, these people flock to it. You know, they just think that it was so magnificent that they were the ones owning Musk. And you're gonna own Musk? He's the richest man in the world. Come on. You think this guy actually gives a fuck what you people say online to him? Damn, he cooked. And that, by the way, is the stupidest fucking word on the earth. This is like those little Gen Zers. Like, ooh, you got cooked. You're cooking. So you dumbasses. So I mean, yeah, it's hilarious. Let's see if we can find something interesting here though, because you know of course they were gonna run with this. Of course, every leftist on the fucking goddamn earth was rushing in to like this. Reddit is never going to want to put this one down because it's all they have. I mean, look at the game's fucking stock. They sell a bit of themselves off to Tencent, who has infinite money, by the way. And yeah, you know what I mean. So I mean, look at this article. A level Ubisoft down 15% following the deal with Tencent. One last week, Ubisoft announced upcoming formation, a new venture would act as a de facto owner of three biggest franchises: Assassin's Creed, Far Cry. By the way, what's the next Far Cry gonna be? Come on. You know, I think you should just bring Voss back. Come up with some fucking bullshit story and modern bring back Voss. Michael Mando is literally Voss. You could have the guy fucking play a movie as him. I love the live action Voss. So, you know, bring that Far Cry back. You know, get rid of this Yasuke Naoe debacle and just make something that's authentically historical. You know, maybe have a little bit of the weirdness of Assassin's Creed with like ghosts and aliens and shit. But like, what were they trying to prove with this Yasuke thing? It's just like most normal people just don't want anything to do with the fucking culture war. They don't care about it. And when they see all this weirdness with, oh, look, social justice, you get to play as a black samurai in feudal Japan, people are going to become uncomfortable with that. And the numbers are showing it. Look at this. This is a now, granted, there are other avenues of this on the internet to play that. You got PlayStation, you got that. You got Ubi Plus, however else other ways, but you cannot tell me that 21,000 people playing a week or so after launch, you know, and you cannot tell me that there's 50 million people on Xbox and PlayStation and then only 30,000 people playing today on Steam on Monday. You know, it's just pathetic. And that's the most they'd ever achieved, which is lower than Veilguard, which is a proven financial flop that just fucking failed because of the wokeness. It's hilarious. So we got estimates of not great. I would doubt that. I would honestly doubt that, because if that's the highest they ever achieved, maybe a couple hundred thou, maybe this 420 thou, but 600, 700,000. You're really telling me that some people just picked it up and only played for an hour here and there? I highly doubt it. You know, there are people that do that, but it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. Obviously, they're never going to tell people it's a failure. Obviously, they're never going to tell people it lost money, because they don't do that. They want to hide it and sweep it all under the rug and act like it's all just not a big fucking deal. And of course, they're idiots for doing that. So, I mean, that's what we have here with the numbers. The numbers don't lie, and that's why Steam charts. Steam is the biggest gaming platform on Earth by miles. It's like, I'll have you reminded that 32 million people every month play on Steam, and that's huge. That's fucking huge. That's more than PlayStation and Xbox player base of consoles sold altogether, let alone people that play it, because there's probably a couple million people who bought Xboxes and PlayStations that are just sitting in a basement somewhere and never get played. Like, I mean, that's just the way it is with consoles. With Steam, with these numbers, with these metrics, we can see real numbers, and that's where Lord Gabe Newell, saved the day with his purchase of this shit. So we have data, we have stock dropping. We know Ubisoft is lying to us, saying it's big fucking success. But you know what? It's not gonna stop. No matter, even if Ubisoft came out and said it tomorrow and was like, "Hey, guess what? We sold this much, we made this much, and it was, we didn't make any money, we lost a ton of money, we made a mistake, we feel bad that we put Yasuke in this situation and it caused this huge amount of internet backlash and tanked our game." But they'll never do that. But even if they did, you're still gonna have shit like this. Now, this is the most, I will say off the bat, I love the Steam forums, but this is one of the most sanitized places on the internet, because you have to. Anybody who doesn't even own the game can come in and start fucking talking about it on the official games forums. And, look at all this shit that they've got pinned here. So we got a lot of hilarious stuff here. How quickly is this person gonna get banned? So apparently Ubisoft gave over $2 million to Gabe Shilhuz. Any thoughts on that? Let's live troll these fucks. I'll probably get banned. I'm surprised I haven't been banned for this. I've trolled this forums a couple times, and here I am trolling again. There are no low these woke companies won't reach for. No, so this is all going to get locked and banned and kicked off because you're not allowed to talk about something, Now, if this was a game that was like, fantasy world simulator, they wouldn't even care, It's just because it's got Yasuke in it, you gotta sanitize this gay Yasuke. It's, and it's this kind of thing. Banned. Look at this person. Banned. This is the person coming after and attacking is, of course, the favorite word for that is anybody who says something about something that someone hates, they use that word. You know what? That's a good one. That is actually a good one. I'm giving him a. This didn't work last time. I'm not sure if I was banned from the forum or something, but. This is hilarious. So, I mean, you go through here and you get all this fucking shit. Look at these people fighting. There's probably 100 times more people fighting over shadows on the internet than actually ever played the fucking game. And that's usually how it goes with these woke games. Oh, and this is personal legitimate. Sorry. You don't have to do this. And I've seen this happen before. Is that people will try and justify their... like, if you don't like a game, you don't like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to make excuses for a game. You don't, there are a million games to play. Just because there's a new Assassin's Creed game out, I had no interest in playing it. I really didn't like the inclusion of Yasuke. Naoe doesn't even seem like a very good character either. So, I mean, it's... And some of the voice acting I've seen is god fucking awful. Now I played Syndicate. I've played it, and you should see some of it is like Oscar-worthy performances in that game. And that game was like 10 years ago. So there's no excuses for this. They've cheaped out. They have all these directors and writers going at each other 24/7, and you don't get good art when that happens. So 30 hours and the game starts committing. I'm sorry. I felt the same. If you're getting bored in a world, maybe it's big time for Fortnite and Miles. And these are the people trying to say you're not allowed to be bored of a video game. You're not allowed to dislike a video game. It's not right. You're not allowed to not like Shadows. You're wrong for liking Shadows. If you don't like Shadows, you're an ist, you're a phobe, I word, everything. I won't say that word because guarantee it's like flagged on fucking YouTube, and my fucking goddamn channel is probably flagged enough as is for all the shit I talk about. Oh, look at that. 20, 23 an hour. You know what? If you're making these types of an escort. Oh, that's funny. You did think you got a great deal, my friend. Oh, that's funny. It's these types of things that are really hilarious, and it's kind of fun. I will be the first to admit I like woke games when they come out because the shitstorm they cause online is just pure entertainment. It's funny to watch people fight. It's fun to watch people get angry. So I mean, let's see some of these banned ones. Back to form, you know, and look at this. So I mean, there's all types of it online. So I mean, it's funny. It's really funny. There's constantly people fighting. People looking to ban the reviews for people playing on 2 hours. Now, people will say things like, and I respect streamers that want to play a game and give it an obvious chance, but I'm a professional gamer. I see a game, I will know within a very short time of whether or not it's something I'm going to like or not, because I play wicked games all the time. So, you know, saying that someone's not allowed to review a game because they haven't played it or they haven't played much of it is bullshit. I know what an Ubisoft game is going to look and feel like. I know what the game is about. I know that Yasuke is going to be this great samurai who has this convoluted story about how he's, you know, taking Apple of Eden from fucking goddamn. I played fucking tons of Assassin's Creed in the past. I know what I'm in for. I don't need to play the game. I don't need to view it. I've watched some streamers play it just curiously. Streamers I like, you know, more right leaning. And it's just like that. It's that kind of thing. The game tanked hard, and despite the pathetic, weak measures to censor and save it, isn't that the truth? And that's what we're seeing with this modern culture wars. No matter what they try, no matter what tricks, no matter what strategies, they cannot make the general public like this stuff, and they never will. And that's why they should just give up, and I don't know why they're not. I thought this was America. Yeah, you know, so I mean, they're talking about shit like banning free speech, not allowed to do this, not allowed to do that, all because, yeah. What a great title this is. All of the identity politics aside, the game is just all around bad. The voice acting is horrible, the writing is horrible. See, I told you. The characters and the personalities are horrible, the graphics are subpar. Now, the game doesn't look that bad to me. It looks, you know, Ubisoft has the technology, they have the artists, they have the engines, they can make this work. And they just have stupid idiots in charge of it. And that's the reason you get this game. But this person is giving legitimate criticism. So they say, blah, 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 RTX struggles to maintain that. This will be the end for Ubisoft. I really say it's been great. But it hasn't. Now, I disagree with that. Ubisoft has made great games. I love Wildlands. I loved Odyssey. Like, I played the first Assassin's Creed game out the day it came out on my Xbox 360. So I've had fun with Ubisoft. I really have. But they fucked up hardcore here. You know, these are legitimate criticisms. Now watch. You'll see people try and, you know, say, oh no, you're wrong. Like, this is wrong. You can't think that way. You know, so they're talking about is fucking goddamn, it's a you issue. So, you know, they're talking about how it's them problem. You got all the same fucking dorks. And I have before there's zero issues. So, you know, they're on to the technical side of things. Trying to say that this guy's not right and he's, you know, same fucking people. They're always that. They always do that. Ass Creed. Ass Creed's a good one. We've seen Ass Creed a lot. Are Assassin's Creed Shadows still struggling? These guys seem to think so. update 2. Stock falls double digits. It's actually doing better than all the other Assassin's Creed. The Steam player count alone peaked. That's beating out Odyssey. It's the best game ever. The sexist gamers have lost now weighs one. I don't see people ever complaining about Noway, actually. I'm a fire starter! Spread a little madness into the world, like Shay Gorath says. So, I mean, this is hilarious. These are the types of things that, you know, really, these people are mental. And, you know, it takes two to tango. I mean, I will admit, the more right side of us kind of, you know, we just harp on this game all day long. I know, but it's fun. It's hilarious. I don't know if these people get something out of it, that it's fun to defend a game like this. I just don't know, but I think it's more their emotional reactions to something like this by trying to, you know, we're going to defend Yasuke. We're going to come out and we're going to just protect him. And, you know, it's all going to be better. The society is going to improve. Everybody's going to be woke now. Like, what do they think is going to happen? These games are going to keep coming out. They're going to keep failing. People are going to keep making fun of them. Like, nothing ever works. Look at this one, a legitimate issue. Now they're fucking talking a different language. No internet while starting Ubi. Or, got this too and it's been 4 days. Can't play the game. Now, some people are having some legitimate issues with the game. Oh, like this topic is unlocked. Let's see this one. Sales are so good and the game reviews are so high that Ubisoft is selling to China. Oh man. Another big L from the lefties. Who's surprised that modern audience don't want to play what they advertise? That's all that needs to be said. That's so perfect. Tedious. The usual suspects. Your lovely studio is political as F. Why surprise? Yeah, no kidding. Ubisoft opened this can of worms. They were the ones that did this to themselves. They knew that people weren't going to like this, and they still did it. Now, if they would have made Yasuke just some traditional Japanese dude, maybe even the dude from history, and he was cool, the writing was good, he was badass, they would have sold way more copies. They might have even, like, you know, blown this one out of the water. It's just absolutely demented the way these people think, and we're seeing that. We're seeing this. We're seeing the result of this insanity, and that is essentially, you know, what occurs. You know, we're seeing that people just don't want this stuff. We're seeing that there's a group of people, you know, maybe a million, maybe a little over a million. There's millions of people in the world, but, you know, there's a group of people that really think that this is what people want, and there's a fraction of people that do want this stuff, but the overwhelming majority of people, like I said, just normal people, you know, heterosexual, normal people, don't like the culture war, don't care about, you know, a race swapped character. You know, they don't care about any of this stuff. And when they make this garbage, they literally bring this on themselves because they're trying to force people to think the way they think, which will never work, ever. In a million years, you can never, ever, ever, ever try and convince someone that this social justice leftist movement is some big, you know, something that everybody will one day, you know, attest to. Look at Trump winning. most people sided with him, not the hard left Democrats. Most people are just normal people and they don't want anything to do with this culture war bullshit, and that's just the way it is. It's not going to change no matter how hard you try, no matter how many angry posts you post online, no matter how many fights you get on into on Twitter, no matter how many fucking games you come out with that inserts a black dude just to piss people off. It will never work. Ever. It'll never, ever, ever in a billion years work. And that's just the truth. And we see it. We see it. Because Shadows has fucking failed. And you know what? It's just laughable that they tanked a fucking game like this that could have been amazing just because, oh, hey, it's the right thing to do. Absolutely laughable. So tell me what you think. And that's it's a fascinating gaming story. And like I said, I fucking love video games with all my heart. I always will. And I'm always gonna rip on games that I think are fucking stupid. So I mean, it's just like, I will always love gaming, so I find these stories fascinating because it's my world, you know what I mean? It's my fucking world. So, yeah, Yasuke fucking tanked all of Assassin's Creed. Ugh, what a fucking hilarious moment in gaming history.